Hello cheaters, I hope you're all good and you're all staying safe. I hope you're enjoying this glorious weather and getting outside as well. It's really lovely out there. Okay, for today's English lesson, I've decided to do guided reading. But don't worry, I'm not going to read you a whole book. I am just going to read 3 paragraphs. And then we will have a worksheet after for you to answer and fill out after. Okay, so this is the front cover. Have you seen this front cover before? Do you recognise this front cover? If you don't, what do you think about this front cover? Is this something you're interested in? What do you think might be happening? Okay. Well, the story that we're going to read a bit from is James and the Giant Peach by Roald Dahl. So I wonder how many of you know the story, and if you do know it, do you remember it? Okay. After James Henry Trotter had been living with his aunt for 3 whole years, there came a morning when something rather peculiar happened to him. And this thing, which as I say was only rather peculiar, soon caused a second thing to happen, which was very peculiar. And then the very peculiar thing, in its own turn, caused a really fantastically peculiar thing to occur. It all started on a blazing hot day in the middle of the summer. Aunt Sponge, Aunt Spiker, and James were all out in the garden. James had been put to work as usual. This time he was chopping wood for the kitchen stove. Aunt Spike and Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker were sitting comfortably in deck chairs nearby, sipping tall glasses of fizzy lemonade and watching him to see that he didn't stop work for one moment. Aunt Sponge was enormously fat and very short. She had small piggy eyes, a sunken mouth, and one of those white flabby faces that looked exactly as though it had been boiled. She was like a great white, soggy, over-boiled cabbage. Aunt Spiker, on the other hand, was lean, tall and bony, and she wore steel-rimmed spectacles that fixed at the end of a nose with a clip. She had a screechy voice and long, wet, narrow lips, and whenever she got angry or excited, little flecks of spit would come shooting out of her mouth as she talked. And there they sat, those 2 ghastly hags, sipping their drinks, and every now and again screaming at James to chop faster and faster. They also talked about themselves, each one saying how beautiful she thought she was. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed those 3 paragraphs. So for your worksheet, if you print it off, it should look like this. It's 2 sheets. Okay. So for the first bit, it's the I wonder. So if I show you there, I wonder, I want you to write some questions with I wonder. So my 3 questions I've written is, I wonder why James lives with his aunties. Next one, I wonder how old James is, because it doesn't say in that bit, in that short text. So I wonder how old he is. Could it be 4? Could it be 8? Could it be a teenager? Maybe he's 14. I wonder if James has any brothers or sisters, or is he the only child? So with your questions, I would like you to write some questions in the I wonder, and you're not going to get these wrong. at the end of the day, we've only got 3 paragraphs. So anything in those 3 paragraphs that you think, oh, I wonder what that means, or I wonder if, just write it down. Okay, the next bit is VIP words. So as you can see, I've highlighted words on the text, and those words are maybe words that I'm not too familiar with, I've not heard before, or I might not understand. So for example, I've highlighted peculiar, I've highlighted enormously, ghastly. So when you've highlighted the words that you're not too sure on, then write your word in the VIP box, like I have. I put peculiar. Then I've gone online on an online dictionary. If you've got a dictionary at home, that's fine. But if you haven't, then you can use the computer online, and there's an online dictionary. Type in peculiar, or whatever word that you're not sure on, and then find out what it means. So peculiar in the dictionary said different to what is normal or expected. Okay, so if you could just list those words and then write what does the online dictionary or the dictionary say about the words that you've googled. Okay, then there's a visual, I can't get it right there, finally. Okay, this is a box for you to do a drawing. So you can draw, if you wanted, James, a picture of James. You could draw a picture of James in the garden chopping wood. You might draw a picture of Aunt Sponge or Aunt Spiker. It might be a picture of all of them in the garden with James chopping wood and them sitting on the deck chairs. It's up to you. You just draw me a picture, what you visualise when I was reading the story, or was you reading the story by yourself. Then the last bit is predictions. Right, what do you predict? What do you think might happen next? What do you think this peculiar thing they're talking about? What do you think might happen to James? What do you think might happen to the aunts? It's entirely up to you. You write down what you think and make your prediction. Okay, well, I really hope you've enjoyed today's lesson, and I hope you enjoy doing the worksheets, because we will be doing this more often, and when we get back to class, this is something we'll definitely be looking to do more. Okay, well, take care, and I hope to see you guys soon.